Well, I just finished hoof trimming all my sheep today, getting ready for the winter time. Today I want to show you how I calculate weight on a sheep. There are multiple ways to weigh a sheep. You can use a livestock scale, such as this. A brand new one can run up to $2,000, give or take. Or you can use a $4 sewing tape measure to calculate weight on a sheep. I'd like to show you how. So here I've got Clyde up on the stand. This was an elderly baby doll wether of mine. He's such a cutie. So the first measurement we need is circumference. Circumference is going to be right behind their front leg here, right in that armpit area, and we need to go all around the full diameter here of their torso. Since he's a little bit of a larger sheep, I gotta come around here. Now the best time to get this measurement, and remember we're using inches right now, make sure you're using inches. We want to get this nice and snug to the skin. So right after shearing would be best because you can get nice and close to the skin. Right now we're about 6 months out from shearing, so his fleece is moderately grown out. Baby dolls though have a pretty short staple length, so I really only need to get parted about an inch of his fleece here. So go ahead and part the fleece to get as close to the skin as you can, and we want to cinch it as tight as we can as well. So you can see here again where I'm underneath the front arm here, right behind the armpit, going all around the circumference of his entire body. And pinching tightly, I am at 48 inches here. That's about as tight as I can get that. So we have a 48-inch circumference. The next measurement we need is the length. So for the length of the sheep, we start at the shoulder blade. Obviously for a heavier sheep with a little bit of a good fat layer on him here like Clyde has, it's kind of hard to feel for that shoulder blade. The thinner sheep, you're going to find that shoulder blade pretty quickly. Again, starting at your 0 inches, go right to the shoulder blade. And then we're going to take it down the length of the animal to the rump. So for Clyde here, it's going to be 30 inches length. I'll kneel down so you can see my tape measure better here. So shoulder blade to rump is length. So the formula to calculate this is going to be circumference times length divided by 300. Plugging in Clyde's measurements into that formula, his weight is 230.4 pounds. Next, we will test the accuracy of this method against 2 other methods. Here I'm using my smallest sheep that I own. Her name is Olympia, and she is a Shetland ewe. This was recorded about 1 to 2 years ago in the springtime when her fleece is nice and short. This makes measuring much easier. We're doing the tape measure method first. So according to the calculation, Olympia is 48.6 pounds. Now I want to compare this with a livestock scale and a bathroom scale. So let's see how consistent or accurate they are between all 3 methods. So the next method we're going to try is, because this is a small sheep, my husband can actually just pick her up. So he's going to stand on a human bathroom scale, and then we'll subtract his weight. So according to the bathroom scale, we have 55 pounds. Next, we're going to put Olympia into a livestock scale. Now, we just got this livestock scale at an auction, but for the last 15 years of me raising sheep, I did not have a scale of any kind. So I've been using this calculation method. Okay, so Matt's finding that when the animal is kind of more on this end, now it's showing closer to the 55 to 60. The bathroom scale was 55 and my measurement was 48.6. They're not too far off, so I think, either of them are fair. We have a 6.4 pound difference. It's better to round up than down. If you found this video helpful, give it a like. Also leave a comment. I like hearing from you.